So I am afraid of you women. That's just the beginning of a nice poem I just read on my screen. Maybe I can read it out loud. I mean, it's a poem by me. And I also want to devour and be devoured to our greatest poet. I mean, in the world, maybe, of the 20th century. The one who did write Ariel, this great book. I just showed it in my last video. It was a German video, but with some English poems in it. And this writer is Sylvia Plath. Plath. And she was from the USA, how we say here in Germany. So I'm German, yeah, and this sets me free, my national identity. Yeah, Germany is great because it can become so much more than today. It can become red as it was once, yeah, at least in the East, the state that we had there, the German Democratic Republic. Yeah, and that's why I bought this cap, because I saw, look at that, the German flag, but most importantly, red all around it for revolution. Yeah. And look at that. Here I have the Che Guevara, of course, from Cuba. So communism is an evolution for humanity. It's something good, but also something gruesome or toilsome or strenuous. You have to work for it, and that's just, shit. Well, most people say they don't want it because they feel fine if they relax and say, well, what the fuck, I don't want to fight. This life is hard enough. But exactly that's why we want to fight, to make it possible to deny the exploiters and the warmongers their right to keep fighting their wars, keep oppressing us, exploiting. And for that, we have to fight. It won't happen if we don't try, if we are too shy, too coward, or people. We could get fried, yeah, right. It could lead to a civil war or to unpleasant occurrences. But still, how pleasant is this life here? Isn't this also a shitty life? Shithole nation. That's the title of my last video. Germany, of course, is this nation. But I see it also something beautiful, because we can reform, or better, uproot and revolute the system. We can turn it upside down and make it really, blissful. Let me just throw away my cap for a moment. No, I mean, I will pick it up later. It only cost me €1, so it's okay if someone takes it. But I'm feeling like I'm getting a headache when I wear it. So here, maybe you can see that one last time. So sorry, people. It's just, my headache. I can't be that German today, but tomorrow, hopefully my head will feel better. So how about that? Germany, I kiss you. You're my country, and I want to make a revolution to you, which is like making love amongst human lovers. I think that's what we do to each other. We clutch and club and grasp and mesh and, squelch, great word, but engulf. This is the greatest word, I think. Swallow up your kisses, your tongue, and all the rush of your veins, your being. You're full of beans, chipper, and but I just think I can hide it here, so no one, hopefully, doesn't disappear. But okay, let me go on. Now I feel relieved. Yeah, so sorry. Germany, sometimes it gives me a headache. So that's why I became communist, like Fidel Castro Ruz, the big leader of the Cuban Revolution, and Che Guevara. Of course, he was also a commander, but he was quite militaristic and kind of failed in his economy policies. But okay, even the worst of communists is better than the best of imperialists. That's just my stance. But okay, It's a long way to get there, to understand what we socialists or communists do. And there might be blood on our hands, yeah, but this blood, it's true that it's just not as much and not as gruesome as the blood that imperialism does produce on a daily basis, here and today. All that Germany does and what it causes all around the world and the globe. So many billions of people denied the most basic right to existence, to living, to a future, to building something, to learn, to go to an institution, get some education, or to just enjoy life and get some vacation as a worker. But no, it's the internal plight. We really, truly get fried as workers, and it is right what we communists say. It's a struggle for life. As workers, we are really slaves, and we have to obey to them, to whom all the trains and everything, the tracks pertain. They make the plans, how we work, our shifts, and all of that. But fuck it. I'm getting depressed by talking about it because, of course, living in such reactionary surroundings here in Germany, this is something truly troublesome, troubling, and struggling. I'm dizzy. I'm flickering. Sylvia Plath. I wish I had her book here with me. But okay, let's wing it. So let me bring it to you. Some words, some gifts. I can engraft or use my tools. I don't know what all those words mean. The shaft, I think, is part of the clitoris and also of the penis. But let's talk about the clitoris and the vulva rather. Oh yeah. I have a poem written by myself, and okay, you have. So let's go back to Sylvia Plath next time. I'm so sorry. But tonight, I can shine as my own poet. I can be that light, the beacon of hope. And I only wish Sylvia had lived. I mean, she could still be alive when she didn't commit suicide in the 60s. I guess. I don't know how old she was back then. But okay. So here I come, and I came a little closer with my microphone. Now I'm still prone to thinking about my ex-girlfriend. She was the sun, and I was turning, circling around her like the moon. And yeah, I know I'm a goon, I'm a no good. And yeah, she did notice that and said, "You had your spoon. You are really uncouth and no good." And just fluke. Well, or it was a fluke, a lucky uh, event that I met her. But now she left me, and my hand is free, and I don't know what to do with it. This is what I wanted to describe. Because I met a girl online, and I'm so excited. Will we meet in real life? I don't know yet, but she wrote and texted to me and made me so agitated and aroused. I don't know. I want to be kneeling to her and say, "Good Lord, Goddess, I'm praying to you. If only, let's make it true. Yeah, let's have sex and suck at each other's delectable parts. Let's do that and yeah, see what's up. What's next? What's the best thing we can do? Of course, that to kiss, to lick, and yeah, to bite with our tooth. I mean, also the clitoris, of course, is very sensitive. But I guess you can bite just a little bit. That will feel good, but not too much yet. I mean, I experienced something on my penis once, but let's not talk about that. It's intimate. So, what I have here is my readings, but that's about Germany. Let's go back to that another day when I get my cap, and then I feel okay. So here on my other cell phone, I got what really counts. Oh, and here I have a nice card painting. It's from Greece, I think. It's remembering me of my vacation there. But yeah. Oh, there's the next train arriving. So I think, yeah, I wanted to talk about how difficult it is, not only for a man, also for a woman, for all of us. I think that love is on one side bliss and mirth and how do you call it? Ah, rejoice. Blithe. I think blithe is a great word. Blithe. And yeah, exuberation, exaltation, what's it? Jucundity. That's the word I was looking for. Okay, so now I see. I'm not that fluent yet in English, but that's exactly what's best, because also in sex, you always think you have to be that perfect, but you don't have to. It's just that all these images are flooding your head from publicity and how people speak or how you see a movie. And you think, oh yeah, you have to be entirely up to this. Ooh, a train's arriving again. Look at this. It's a strong, loud one. Ooh, it's massive. It's even honkering for me, I think. Great thing. Thank you. And sir or madam, dear worker conducting this train. How do you say honker? I'm hankering for you. Yeah. Honking. I think. Yeah. So I'm hankering, I'm yearning, pining, longing for you, dear girl. Yeah. But it's so hard. On one side we have the bliss, the mirth, the glee, and on the other side it's a psychological blunder or whatever you feel could happen. It's merely, this is physical violence, but no, this is psychological violence and insecurity and oh no, how should I speak or what? And how to touch. I want to describe that. It was a text that I came up with, and it was plush. This text simply said, one thing simply covered this one question. How is it? Where should you or could you or what would be normal to kiss or to touch? When two lovers clutch and lie together and whatever, and now they're in bed or wherever they are on the floor or still standing there embracing, but what can you do? I don't know where to put my mouth and how, and there maybe in the ears, and there you get, because yeah, I remember Raimi, she got aroused. But let me forget about the past. But no, you can never forget, because you learn from past experiences, and that the blouse that ich zog sie aus, or she put it down, just, yeah, intermingled a German phrase here. I undressed her, she undraped, or I undraped for her. But you have to learn that. But yeah, I think that's basic topic of love. But okay, it's too rough to think about all that. Please, I've said enough. I've written it all up in the text. Where should you kiss? Or maybe start with the ear, yeah, and then go down the cheeks and to the neck. But I can say no more than that. Please, the cleavage is here, this part, and that's enough. Please, of course, the mouth. Also, you can return a kiss and discover, yeah, what a bliss, what it is, what a fizzling feeling. It's bubbling. It vanishes. No, it's hopefully should stay forever there. But no, it can't, of course. But it's bristling. But okay, I'm not finding the words right now. But fizzling, I think it's like when water is boiling, it's roiling, it's coiling, whatever it is. It's a beautiful thing to look, to stare into this abysm of human feelings and pleasure seeking. Now I got one thing I want to read. I mean, I have many poems, many Gedichte in German. But okay, there are some people approaching. I see them here, and yeah, I just want to be crouching. I want to stay here and lean against this fence, maybe to to bring to all of my fans, to you, the beautiful trains that fly by, although not with such high velocity as in China. You know, China they have trains that are really speedy, but here we're kind of how do you say that? We're kind of back, not on the same level as China. But okay, let me now just pull out my poem, and then I will read to you. And whatever it is, I know you need me to, or if you don't, dear viewers, I need you. Please look at my videos. I mean, not that I care too much, but still, I like to think that someone could see me and could maybe feel like, oh yeah, let me also try to become a communist. And all you have to do for it is to read some Marx and to organize to enter a communist party. But these are intricate subjects. Let me stop here for a moment. So here I go, and let me start with this because it is my belief that language consists of words and not of ideas. And this is pretty severe, what I'm saying here, people. I have a feeling that my style of writing is different. Of course, every author has his unique style. But I just want to venerate the words and put them in the highest place. And ideas are really dirt. I mean, communism is a great idea, but still, you have to fight for it materially. If not, it's not worth anything. And that's what's happening here in Germany and in all these Western countries where so many self-called, self-announced Marxists are. But as long as you don't really, well, oh, I'm so sorry, people. Now my microphone failed. I will have a look and then make a new video. But I think, I just stay where I am, stay put, and use the built-in microphone under the hood of my Samsung mobile phone. I want to mention Samsung, because I give credits to them, because I find this. So fine, let's find out later what we can make out of this. I don't know how much of the audio material is now gone, but okay, maybe I can still upload it and you see my face and my tongue and my lips are moving, and everything that I describe is about the hips and how to grab them, or the waist and to entangle, to grape, or people, that's about that. It's about words and about the beautiful synonyms. I recommend you go read that on One Look. It's a great page in the internet, or Merriam-Webster. These are the two sites I'm using currently. There are others, but One Look and because One Look always gives you enter one word in the search field, and it gives you 100 words, and there are even more words connected to it, synonyms. And that's so beautiful about English, that verbs and adjectives and nouns are similar or the same. I mean, the same sound, the same word can mean three different things, or have three different forms in speech. Being a noun, being an adjective, describing how it is, or being a verb, describing the action itself, what it does. Yeah, and that's the beauty of English, that it's simple, that it doesn't have a lot of differentiation rules, and that can be only that adjective or that No, it's just suffused, it's cool, it wanders around and infuses me. It's a kind of osmosis, I want to say, that one word, one letter can wander away and find its way in the net there, and tackle, coagulate with another word and then form a new word and shift its meaning. English is great, but now let me read this. Engulf, or engulf, in the sense of immerse. To immerse, to plunge, to swallow up. The flat was engulfed in flames. Bury, flood, plunge, consume. Drown, swamp, encompass, submerge, overrun. Inundate, deluge. Deluge is like a torrent of rain. Envelope, swallow up. To overwhelm, overcome, crush, absorb, swamp, engross. Homogenize, intermix. Assimilate, great. Assimilate is also a Marxist term. Cushion, muffle, exhaust, expand, fritter away. Fritter, great word. Dude, I have to remember that because I once did a video in spring this year, and I used this word for the first time, I think. Fritter, frittering away all my words. Oh God, am I going to run out of them? I have no more in the storage room. That's it. Expand, Okay, so but now we can move on. Happy voting day, dear little suckers. Remember, all of you fuckers, that it is un-American to vote. Like our forefathers wrote, you can't force the powerful to cede their power and think they'll be cool. No, of course they'll fight back and slay us if we don't attack. We need to have weapons, be prepared for anything to happen. I mean, if our forefathers in 1776 had simply said, well, let's negotiate this with the King of Britain and see where we can get if he lets us elect some of our own to govern and bemoan our dead, hold our own speeches, use our own measure, collect our own taxes at the rates that we set them. This clearly is a joke. Everybody knows to attain power it's needed to devour the dark mighty kings and lords, all of your oppressors. So you just keep on voting, but rest assured, our forefathers, they'd be floating in their graves to know in what kind of a weakling nation, what a disgrace, this land has turned into, and there is no one coming to save us but ourselves. Everything else is pure idiocy, cowardice, and simply un-Americanness. Don't pity yourself for being oppressed. Just fight back. Don't go along. Don't follow that road. The rulers are wanting you to go and keep sowing, for them to harvest the fruits of our labor, all that sweet juice which we live for, this people, this land, the fertility of it, the sunlight roasting it. This is up for grabs. We want to take that. There's only this world we can fight for, so let's do it. Let's ignite to a revolutionary spirit like once our forefathers and founders lit it, the founders of the nation. I'm dazzled now. Just about the fact that I think that I wrote this up already 2 years ago because I posted it on Twitter. I remember that but my account has not many followers, so yeah, it didn't raise so much attention. But I think it's a good poem. And all I want to say is that I pledge allegiance to the US because I feel freer there, and that's also why I like speaking English. Not only because of the political side, but more than everything because of the lyrical side, the sounds and melody, musicality of the English language. But there's also the politics. And here in Germany, I'm simply afraid the laws are a little bit tighter, so you can say something like, oh yeah, we have to do away with the kings, or we have to have our weapons. This would be, I mean, of course, the justice system, they always want to trap us and they interpret the law in a way that's always against us workers and for the ruling class. And all I say is that in the US, there's a little more leeway. Of course, it's also an imperialist capitalist state using violence against all of us workers. We're oppressed slaves. But still, you can say a little more there, I guess. You don't have to swear every day, oh yeah, I'm loyal to the flag, to the constitution, like you have to do here. I mean, of course, you don't have to do it literally, but you always have this fear, like a teacher, he can't be a teacher if you don't swear that you're loyal and that you never be a communist or whatever you have to swear. The freiheitlich-demokratische Grundordnung, the freedom and all the base of whatever the fuck that is, but of our state, you have to swear that I'm okay with that and that I'll not teach anything different to our people. And even other professions have to do this now, not only teachers. But okay, people, oh, there's a train arriving, you can see this, but it's gonna be pretty loud, I guess, or let's try it. Wow, this can on. Oh, it's pretty empty. What are they doing here? Such a large train for no people in it. So, yeah. And it's simply un-American. To vote, we have to make a revolution. But to goad about it won't do nothing. Today we just have to read Marx. And this is all we can do. To think and to interpret his laws, that he discovered the laws of economy and of human development of societies. And we can't act with violence. Today, as of today, we're not in the right historical period, and I don't want that and to incite any uprising. I don't want to do that, but of course we have to form workers' associations and organize our class. So finally, in some decades or years, we can be ready. And this blast of the old society, we get rid of it, yeah. This doesn't have to be violent. It can be, and this doesn't have to be necessarily a bad thing, or of course it's bad to kill people, but it doesn't mean that it's worse than what imperialism does, killing so many people. I mean, the wars are now really rampant all over the world. But still, if we only work and raise consciousness and agitate the working masses good enough, if we do our job as communists, then we can peacefully uproot the system and institute something new. But it depends on you, dear worker, not on me. I'm just one single individual. I'm nothing. But you, yeah, exactly. But now I don't want to speak anymore. Just let me recline now, and I will fly now sift through my pages and read one last poem. So there's another train yet. Wow, so many of them. So Okay, now it's love. It's about love poem. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Leela, your lips. I might want to lick them and sit with my tongue there on your mouth or where your thong remains, the tanga. Maybe it's full of stains. It doesn't matter. I want to lick it and say, this is where your lust sits, in the belly, the ribs, below the tits, and of course it's swelling when in intercourse my penis is dwelling between your vulva lips, these green hills. Every bit it's my home, my crib. Oh Leela, this crevice, the cliff, the mountain ridge, this split of the two sides, a fork in the road. You should decide how to handle it. Do you want me? Should I push with my hand and fingers, stroking your vulva lips? Oh Leela, this would be the greatest gift. I don't want to stitch nor pierce this cleft, the rift with my spear. The penis, no, don't say it, because you and your vulva, it's you who's dismaying me. Oh yeah, handle with care. Your vulva full of hair is a witch, or it has magic in it, full of spells, 'cause it drags me into your log where your inner organs dwell. Oh, this is so swell, how your vulva lips swell, how the outflow of your vagina smells. I want to always come back and say, this is heaven, not hell. Nothing bad, infernal, can be correct, be terminal. No defect, there's always a speck of silver light, can't deny it. Because you and your eyes, you and your feet, your whole body, your legs, and so many more things, each aspect of you and your body is like a string for me, and it's binding me, attaching you and me. I'm at the brink and want to fall down and sink into you, your arms, your frown, the beautiful cliffs and necks of your face, your eyebrows and your forehead, your twinkles and wrinkles, your star-like blinking, which links me to you and drags me into your eyes. I don't despise you, Leela. No, how could I? But please let me tell and be open and frank about all which we as humans are hell-bent. We want to open the crack, let the light in, or attach our fingers to it, push them into the slit. Yes, I am talking about your vulva, but it could even be your face or my penis. Everywhere is a slit or a ridge, a crevice, a hole, a split, where the mole hides with its family. A fissure, a scissor, and all that. Well, what does it matter? Where will I push, or you will drag me? Inside you or inside me, and pull the best of each part into each other. The mouth and the nose, the vulva lips, the Schoß, as we say in German, the lap in English, or the lap, the groin. The spring or the source, where some harsh wind blows and real strength shows. Can you go forward? Blow all the thoughts in your forehead. Forget about the doubts and go to bed. It's as simple as that. Oh Leela, I fret. I'm fearing each day. Will you come back? Whatever I say, under this aspect, you are perfect as a muse, as someone to whom I should talk, try to connect, build a bridge. By doing this, my work, using my talent, with the words, yes, I'm hell-bent. About what? Nothing else, just to write. I don't seek that recognition too much. Too much. I fear demise, but can't deny, to clutch with you, to hold you and see your eyes, how beautifully they shine, like a full moon that rises over the sea, and oh, what comes over me? Death. Don't get angry, Leela. I want to color and light each aspect, also the dark parts. I love you and my heart beats for you from the start. Your tits, yeah, I saw them and my mouth got wet and filled. I licked my lips. But ultimately, this isn't it. You're so beautiful, just your shape, your face, and everything, the way you bend, forwards, backwards, the hours you spend. In front of a screen, working, trying to find the right things, insert them. Lay your hands onto the keyboard and make the screen blink. Oh Leela, this thing. When you came into our country here, because your country was at war, you felt the desire to disappear, which is great because I love you and love that you're here. But already then I could feel this is a special kind of human being. I will have to handle her with care because of all that I'm seeing. This young and bright girl, so intelligent and ready to overcome and rule the world, to explore, conquer and win each contest. But it's not a contest, this life. No, this logic is not the best because it cuts like a knife and makes wars happen where so many people die. I want to explain to you, I'm rife. I'm average, I have too many fissures and crevices, but I'm an ordinary man leading an ordinary life. Nothing out of the line. I don't dare to step there. Not until you and your moonlit face shines. Okay. This was a personal poem and it reminded me of some stuff of the past. I don't want to talk about it and it's really rough because now that I read it, I know I did commit something bad. Because talking about this girl and then my other girl, my ex-girlfriend, Raimi, will, I think that she will say that I'm greedy, too lusty, too many girls, and that's simply her view of the world. That you can only love one person, one people, one land. But no, I'm greedy for the world because so many beautiful flags, not only the German, not only the Cuban, also the one of Israel is beautiful. But for now, that's all, and let's have a good night. Let's enthrall each other, which means enthrall, to delight, to like the bright daylight, to enchant each other. Yeah, exactly. No competition. I just want to chant, find the ignition, enchant. I have a penchant for both of you, Raimi and okay, and all of you girls, and all of the world, also the men and all of the nations, and yeah, once they fit into the communist grip and become red, then it is truly a workers' world, a revolutionary and cute place to live and to can't find it, the closing words, but that's good enough, and I say bye bye.